costume?
Oh my goodness. I would have to say, the drafts. They're my favorite.
I knew
My
it.
favorite
And mine
animals.
too.
They're my favorite, and they're one of my favorite animals in real life. But like when the Circle of Life scene, they're like the images of them like walking across. Oh, so good. So every dresser gets like a little booklet of notes, and it just takes them through the show.
Okay, so they know what to put on when.
What to put on when, where to be at what point.
My name's Darlene, and I'm the flutist in the orchestra pit here in the show, along with 9 other musicians. And I'm in the corner here with a whole bunch of different flutes from all over the world. This is a European-style pan flute. It's from Germany, and you hear it right at the top of the show. And then I have a very unique instrument here. This is adapted from a South American pan flute called a toya. And I had this especially made for the show. It's the 5 notes I need in the order I need them. And then we have this is kind of a little Simba flute. This is my Mufasa flute. My Nala flute.
Does your technique as playing flute for so many years just kind of go across any flute that comes to you? Like you don't have trouble with a new one, or maybe one you haven't had too much time with?
Oh, there's of these took a while. I spent about a year learning all of these because I was very much trained as a classical player, and I had to say, oh, those rules that I used to not be able to break, I can break now. So that was fun, the fun part.
We're like long lost brothers that have finally come together.
We've been together since September.
Well, for Peter and David, I have a question about how much inspiration do you draw from Jeremy Irons and James Earl Jones?
Yeah.
Wow.
You like
Yeah.
Good question.
I'll go first.
Yeah, sure.
Well, first off, my first day, this is crazy. My first day in rehearsal was the day that James Earl Jones passed.
Oh,
So
my goodness.
again, like in terms of just like life and art, and these interwoven themes, I was like, I'm meant to be here in this moment in time. So James Earl Jones is such a stalwart figure in theater. We've worked, my character and we've worked through it all. But I definitely, when I first started auditioning, everything was James Earl Jones. I was trying to speak as low as I could, which I'm naturally a tenor. It didn't work for me. But in terms of just like the gravitas and what he stood for and what he meant, even as you look at the live animated feature, years later, he was able to come back and still encapsulate the character and still play these gargantuan themes. So I look at those big things which he encapsulated, and I try to bring it to the stage as much as I can. It's still very much infused with me, but there's a sprinkling of James Earl Jones.
I would say the same. It like starts there, because that's what you're familiar with, and then maybe you quickly realize that your vessel cannot attain something that the greatest voice actor of all time was able to do. But I think that's something that our team is really great about here. Is they're really good about being like, we are not doing the animated feature. We can't do it, and it won't. And I also think the venue is different. I think if Jeremy Irons or James Earl Jones were playing it in the theater, it would sound a lot different. So they're very quickly able to go like your sense of humor, your take on this, like your preference on all of this stuff, and that sort of gets everybody more comfortable in the sense that also that's sort of what this production does. It's like, yes, if you're familiar with the animated feature, you're going to come to this and you're going to have a great time because we know that that's an expectation, but then also you're going to experience something else because you're experiencing people do it live, and because there's different elements of our storytelling that we can rely on, whether that's costume, dance, language, all of this stuff, that comes into play every night.
Is there any way we can get one line from each of you as your character?
I'll do my first line of the show. Life's not fair, is it?
Everything exists.